If you're managing your work or projects in Jira and you're not currently using the goals feature, you're probably missing out on some of the coolest things already available to you for free. So let's jump in and fix that. First thing we're gonna do is find out where the goals actually live. So everybody already has access to this. As long as you're paying for some form of Jira, you'll be able to have access to this special goals area. And I'll show you exactly how it also works directly with Jira and some of the work items that you can relate to it. So all you have to do is hit the little app switcher on the top left. And then here, you could click on more. You could also go to home, and there's another way to get there, but there's gonna be a goals option right here that you can click on directly. If you go to the home page, this is gonna be your Atlassian homepage. I probably never really use this, to be honest, but there's also the goals option here, and you could once again see all of the apps that you have access to within Atlassian. So this is goals. It's very simple, very straightforward, very easy UI to get the hang of, get familiar with. So let's jump in and create some kind of new project, and we need to roll something out. So I'm gonna hit create on the top here. We're gonna create an objective. I'm gonna call this, let's say we're buying a new chair or revamp office chairs. We're gonna buy chairs for the whole office. So the goal is that we end up with new office chairs for the whole office, let's say by the end of 2026. So that's gonna be our target date, end of December. I'm gonna be the owner. I'll click create, and boom, our new goal is created. Let's put in some key results that we wanna track to make sure that we're actually moving towards the goal in a meaningful manner on the related due dates. So key result might be research some of the chairs, right? Maybe have a supplier found, maybe having the specific model of the chair we want to buy, whatever it is. Let's just throw in one as an example, but we want to research these, let's say by end of July. I, once again, will be the owner. We could add a metric, or we could just be, no metric, but I'll add a metric as an example. Let's just do a percent, and then it's either 0% or 100%, right? We're maybe in the middle of researching, and it's 50%. Oh, we'll need a metric name. Research complete. I'll add that in. Research complete, add metric. There we go, click create, and boom. We have our objective and our key result, essentially an OKR directly in our Jira Goals. Now you might be using another platform to manage this, or you might be doing this in an Excel sheet or wherever else. I'll show you why it's super duper cool to do it in here on top of some of the really cool features that you have and just having it under the Atlassian umbrella already. So going back to our top level goals, we have our revamp office chairs currently pending, target date, owner. If I jump in here, I could start adding my updates. I'll say currently looking at options and suppliers. And then we'll say maybe current status is on track. I'll fill in all the little green dots and click. Target date still December. Click post, boom. I have now posted an update on this goal and where we're currently at. So anyone could jump in here who has access to this and actually post their updates of what's currently happening and what's going on. I'll show you why this matters in just a moment, but there's a couple of other things that we could add here as well. There's an overview section. You could drop in a description, some comments here at the bottom, very similar to a Jira work item, but it's generally meant for seeing if things are on track, right? Tracking higher level things than nitty gritty work, maybe even initiatives or epics or tasks, even like the higher things like initiatives. It's better to track in here most of the time, because then you also have all of your context fields, your followers, your teams that you could associate with this. So maybe this is going to be a team like, let's see if we have one in here. Maybe it's going to be people services, something like that, right? You could associate a team that's going to be working on this or supporting this initiative. Start dates, you could add learnings, risks, and decisions as well in here. So a lot of different options that you can pull in, track, and add context to this goal and set it up in a really cool hierarchy level. Real quick, I know this looks like a lot. And if you'd rather just have me and my team help implement exactly what I'm showing you in this video, that is exactly what we do. We're currently opening up 4 more slots for our Jira strategy. We only run 4 of these per month. If you're interested, hit the first link in the description below. I'll also show you in just a few minutes how to actually change the types of goals that we're creating. So in this case, it is an OKR, but if you're not using OKRs, you could set up KPIs, you could set up EOS tracking with rocks. You could set up just basic goals. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Atlassian recently revamped the options that we have on the back end. So I'll cover how to change those in just a moment. But why kind of set up goals in the first place in this area? Well, one of the big reasons is that we can relate goals directly to work items inside of Jira. So let's run a quick example of that. Let's say our goal was to, where's the office chairs? There it is. Our goal is to revamp the office chairs, and we have certain tasks that will roll up into this goal. So that might be actually finding suppliers, that might be getting the chairs purchased, that might be unboxing, assembling, and then finally assigning the chairs to the individual. So those might be all of our key tasks, and those aren't goals, right? The goal is to revamp all the office chairs, but we have tasks that roll up into that. And our tasks, as you probably already do, they're tracked in Jira. So we could relate those tasks directly to Jira using this tab here. We could add a Jira work item directly from here using the URL, but I like to do this in a slightly different way that's a little bit better. So I'm gonna pull up a random work item, and let's pretend this is our task for the chairs. Maybe this is gonna be the unboxing task, right? We need to unbox all the chairs, make sure that they're all set up in the right way, etc. So all we need to do is add the goals field into this work item. To do that, we hit configure on the bottom right, and then we search for goals inside of this list. And then we're gonna find our goals field. This is available out of box. There's literally nothing you need to do except for grab, drag, and pull it into our context fields. I'll pull it into the bottom and click save. Let's head back to our work item. And then in here, we now have our goals. So all I have to do is literally click this drop down, and then we look for revamp office chairs, click check mark, and boom. Our work item is immediately rolled up into the goal. Now, if I go back to the goal and I refresh this page, we'll see that work item relating directly to this goal from this screen. So it's a two-way link, kind of like linking a couple of work items together and creating a relationship between them. But in this case, we're relating a task to a goal. So super duper cool. Now, why does this even matter? Why would you want to do this? What's the purpose of using goals and relating that to work items at all? Well, if you're already managing work and projects in Jira, you're probably working towards some kind of a goal. You're typically never doing something just to do something. Usually it's going to relate to a goal. Sometimes we do things just to do them, and I'll show you why goals helps you not do those things. But really, the key idea here is that anyone in the company who's unboxing the chairs, maybe it's the intern or someone temporary, they can see why I am unboxing the chairs. It's because it relates to this goal of revamping the office chairs. Maybe there's a higher level goal here, which is to increase employee morale or something. And maybe that's the goal that this rolls up to, and this is what attributes to it. So we can see, anyone in the company can see and jump into this task and say, okay, I get why we're doing this. I get why we're working towards this, and it makes them more motivated to actually complete the work because it rolls up to something that everybody's actually contributing to. So that's really the purpose of linking these things together and having that visibility for your entire company. And it's really why companies have goals and talk about goals and relay those goals to their team, because it motivates the team to keep working and working more and understanding why they're doing certain things. Now, the other thing that this does is actually prevents you from working on the wrong things. So it's really cool because what if I create a work item that is, let's say, go to Best Buy to look for chairs? Well, if that doesn't relate to the goal, or if that task has already been completed and somebody found chairs, we can easily track through the goals level and if this rolls up to a goal or maybe it doesn't, if it's actually a relevant task or not. So we can see these goals, and if they're empty, we may know, or we may see that maybe this isn't a high priority right now if the number one thing in the company is, for whatever reason, to purchase new chairs. So it's a good way to see what this work item is and why it matters, and maybe why it doesn't matter as well. So it kind of has that two-sided approach. Now, one last thing I'll show you. Inside of the goals, we just showed an OKR setup. But goals gives you the ability to be completely flexible. You could use KPIs, you could use EOS tracking, really anything you want. If you have your own custom naming and like hierarchy and all that, goals can do it, which is super cool. All you have to do is go to the settings on the top right. There's going to be goal settings in here, and we can set the types of goals that we want to use. Now, I actually created objective and key results, but you can absolutely have just a simple goal. That's an all-purpose type of goal. I think that's what's standard and out of box. And I've disabled that one because I want to use OKRs. But let's say I want to create a new one for EOS tracking, and I want to track rocks in here. So all I have to do is create a type, call this a rock, add a description if I'd like, and then I could also add success metrics. So this is kind of like the objective, and then these are the key results. The objective is like the rock. Sometimes you won't have success metrics, which is okay, but you can if you'd like, and then you add that hierarchy in, and then all you do is click create. And you could also allow users to create goals of this type. So I'll do that and click create. Now we have rocks, and I could disable all of our objectives. And now all I have available to the team and for everybody to create are EOS rocks. So again, whatever naming convention you have, whatever types of sub kind of hierarchies that you have in here with key results, you can absolutely set that up. I think for some reason when I disabled it, it removed the key results, but they're still there when you disable them. So you can get pretty flexible, pretty custom, and adapt this to how you and your company like to use terminology, like to set these up. You could even create multiple types, like if you want to use OKRs along with rocks and KPIs, you can do that here and use them all together and just filter things down, assign them to different teams, and have different owners for them. So that's really it. It's very simple to use goals. Basically as simple as starting with the spreadsheet and just dropping things in there. And then you could go to your goals directory, start populating them, relating them to work, and kind of use that superpower of just everything being under one umbrella and relating all of your projects and your work to a common goal within your company. I've implemented Jira for over 200 companies. By far, the number one reason teams reach out to us is because they built what they thought was a great solution, only to realize that nobody actually ended up using it. And if that sounds familiar, that's exactly what we help you fix. We're currently taking on new projects 4 to 6 weeks out. And if you want help implementing Jira in a way that your team will actually use, hit the first link in the description below.